My husband has been tapping the same rhythm on every surface for 3 weeks. I finally recorded it and translated the Morse code. It says, "Get out before I wake up." It started after his accident. Derek was driving home from work when a drunk driver ran a red light and hit him head on. He was in a coma for 11 days. The doctor said he was lucky to survive it all. When he finally woke up, he seemed fine. Same smile, same laugh, same terrible jokes. The only thing different was the tapping. At first, I thought it was a nervous habit from the trauma. His fingers would drum against the kitchen counter while he drank his coffee. Tap, 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 pause, tap, tap, pause, tap, 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 tap. The exact same pattern every single time. I asked him about it once, and he looked at me confused. He said he was not tapping anything, but his fingers kept moving the whole time he denied it, drumming that same rhythm against his thigh like they had a mind of their own. After the first week, I started noticing it everywhere. He tapped it on the steering wheel during our drives. He tapped it on his desk during dinner. He tapped it on my shoulder while we watched television. He tapped it on the headboard while he slept. The same pattern over and over, sometimes for hours without stopping. His fingers would be raw and red by morning. I took him back to the neurologist thinking it might be some kind of seizure activity or brain damage from the accident. They ran every test imaginable. MRI, EEG, CT scan, the works. Everything came back normal. The doctor said sometimes trauma manifests in strange ways and suggested we try therapy. Derek went to 3 sessions before quitting. He said he did not understand what everyone was worried about. He insisted he was fine, but the tapping got worse. He started doing it with both hands simultaneously. He started doing it in his sleep so loudly it woke me up. He started doing it during conversations, meetings, phone calls. His coworkers complained. His mother asked if he was having a breakdown. I downloaded an app that records audio while you sleep because I wanted to show Derek proof that he was tapping all night. That is when I noticed the pattern was consistent, not just similar, identical. Every single tap, every single pause, exactly the same length every time. I am not sure why, but something made me think of my grandfather. He served in the Navy during Vietnam and taught me Morse code when I was a little girl. We used to tap messages to each other across the dinner table to annoy my grandmother. I had not thought about it in years. I pulled up a Morse code chart on my phone and started translating the rhythm Derek had been tapping for 3 weeks straight. GETOUTBEFOREIWAKEUP. Get out before I wake up. I played it back 4 times to make sure I had it right. The message was clear. Get out before I wake up. My hands were shaking as I looked over at Derek sleeping beside me, his fingers still drumming that same pattern against the mattress. If Derek was the one sending the message, who was he warning me about? And if Derek was not the one sending it, then who was? I did not sleep that night. I lay there watching him tap that rhythm over and over while my mind raced through possibilities. Maybe the real Derek was trapped somewhere inside his own body, trying to warn me. Maybe whatever woke up in that hospital bed was not my husband at all. The next morning, I told Derek I was visiting my sister for the weekend. He smiled and kissed me goodbye, his fingers tapping against my back the entire time. I drove to my sister's house and told her everything. She thought I was losing my mind from stress and exhaustion. Maybe I was. I went back home Sunday night. Derek was sitting in the dark living room waiting for me. He was not tapping anymore. His hands were perfectly still for the first time in weeks. He looked at me and smiled, but it was wrong somehow. Too wide, too many teeth showing, like someone who had studied smiles but never actually felt one. He said he was glad I came back. He said he was finally awake now. I asked him what that meant, and he just kept smiling. His fingers started moving again, but the pattern was different this time. I did not need to translate it. I already knew what it said. I grabbed my keys and ran. I have been at my sister's house for 6 days. Derek calls constantly, but I do not answer. His voicemails sound normal enough, but I can hear the tapping in the background.